Hello, audience. My name is Isaac Gutierrez, and as always, we as Bardic Logs welcome you to another side quest. Today, I will be playing Judas Isreali, a wonderful tiefling, and accompany me, as always, is Humberto as Val. And we bring to you Fishing Village Blues, Episode 1. Enjoy. Alright. How about you, gentlemen? Very prepared.
Hi, I'm me.
Yes. How do you want to start this, Mac? With us introducing ourselves, or do you want to just get into the story first?
So, I'll give you a brief description of what's going on, and then you can describe your characters.
Alright.
So, basically, you guys are part of this party of, it's a large unit of soldiers. There's a couple dozen of them, and they're being led by, not really generals, just kind of higher-ranking military officers who happen to be paladins. There's Peter Nolbane, Grochkel Tarvit, Corvin Beggs, Flynn Soren, and Scarlet. And you guys are traveling by wagon and by horse. You are riding in, I think you probably have about a dozen wagons of varying sizes where people just sit and chat while the horses pull you guys. You've been traveling for about a week. You're heading to the town of Televor to deal with a Gnoll insurrection that's been going on. Basically, Gnolls have been repeatedly barraging this town with attacks. And they've been cutting off supply routes and kidnapping people, starting fires, and just causing problems overall. It is a significant Gnoll force, and it's an urgent threat that needs attention immediately. So, as you guys are riding, you guys will have Val go first. You know, describe your character.
Oh, I was just gonna say.
What you see before you is a half-elf. He is brown in tone. He's a druid of the stars. Beautiful in complexion, beautiful in looks. Hair flipped to the side, very scruffy beard. Not too much of a beard as he's a half-elf, but you can kind of see it's a little ruffian. He wears kind of nice little garbs with some kind of plate on it. Yeah, really cool, relaxing guy. Also, his eyebrows on
What's
fleek.
his name?
His name is Val, and he's on fleek.
Alright.
Alright.
What about you?
Oh, right. Sorry. I was totally just, listening. Yes, I am Isaac Gutierrez, and I'll be playing Judas Isreali. I am just a very... a man of average height, maybe 5'10". Tanner, darker complexion with black hair. I have a very deep beard, a deep black beard with long black hair. I tend to wear a hood over my top of my head, hiding my shaved down horns. I'm a man of criminal life, and I am now down the path of redemption, trying to redeem myself for an act I don't really want to talk about. So, yeah, I'd appreciate if you didn't talk about it.
Yeah, so you guys are traveling for a bit. You guys are just another, Val, you're probably both just soldiers. You're not even, you're not really of exceptional rank or anything. You're not super close to anyone here. You're kind of just thrown in here with a bunch of other random soldiers that was gathered around the kingdom. Able-bodied men for the most part. Some of them were kind of just enlisted on the spot. Basically, they just need people over there, and they need them quick. So, you guys have, as I said before, you guys have been traveling for about a week. You're passing through kind of a quiet countryside with a fairly thick density of oak trees, and it's actually been getting a little bit more thick recently as you guys are heading through a more direct path there, as going around the woods would take an extra 2 days, and you simply do not have that time. So you guys are going straight through the woods. there's nothing really exceptional about this forest. There's a few small villages here and there on the way, but nothing major. In fact, as you guys are kind of riding and just enjoying yourselves, you do start hearing the bustle of a small town up ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna keep to myself, ride on my horse, and make sure all my stuff is prepared so I can. Are we like gonna be? Is it later in the day? Like, are we stopping at this town, or is it just like maybe we stop for a bit and move on?
It's about midday, maybe noon. So you'll probably just pass through it.
Okay. Well, I'll have my stuff ready on my horse. Make sure it's nothing's easy to steal.
All right. Val, as you're kind of just sitting in your wagon, one of the soldiers next to you pulls out a bag from his pouch and kind of elbows you and goes, "Oi, you up for a game of dice? Pass the time."
Ooh. Yes, actually, I wouldn't mind that.
Excellent. Anyone else want in? And two other people kind of join in. A large, chubby man who can barely fit in his plate mail, and a scrawny young boy that barely looks old enough to even wield a sword. And he distributes everyone. He pulls out he dumps out the bag, and it's about like 20 six-sided die, and he gives everyone two. He says, "You ever played blackjack before?"
I maybe have a little bit. Remind me how to play. I play stupid.
You roll two dice.
You don't have to explain it. It's too
Okay.
much. Just...
Yeah, roll 2 dice. Your goal is to get to 21 without going over.
Oh, it's been
You
some
can
time.
then
Okay.
add another dice or call it. Closest one wins. And I say we put some money in the middle. And he throws 2 silver in the middle.
Ooh. I thought
Like a little pot,
silver.
essentially.
I batch it.
Yeah, everyone else throws in 2 silver, which makes an 8 silver pot. Judas, you're in the same wagon. Are you seeing this, interested in joining at all?
I'm good. I'll keep to
All right.
myself.
Alright, so everyone rolls their dice. Go ahead and, well, actually yeah, you can roll your dice for you, if you want, Val.
What 2 dice you want me to? Is it like a
2d6.
2d6? 1, 2. Okay, my first roll will be a 5.
Okay.
And obviously I'm gonna hit again.
Okay.
So is just rolling 1 dice or just 2d6?
You roll 1 more dice. You 1d6 at a time. I think I did it wrong. I think you're supposed to use a d12, I believe.
I think that sounds about right because that would be kind of close
I'm
to the
sorry.
cards
I
itself.
screwed up. Do a d12. My bad.
That's okay.
So 2d12.
There it is. Okay, my first roll for the D12 is going to be 13.
13, alright.
Ooh.
Okay, so everyone rolls their dice, and basically you're going to go around and take turns. So the chubby man, he looks down at his dice and seems to ponder for a second, and then he picks up another dice and kind of rolls it around in his palm, looks at it, and then rolls it, and then he slams his fist on the table, and then moves on to the young kid, who immediately picks up another dice without hesitation, rolls it, and then motions for you to go.
Oh. I see we have another player still playing. I'm sorry about your luck, but let me see what I can do.
No, get over it.
I'm gonna roll. Okay, so what did I say again? I had. I think I said a 14 or no, I had 13. Sorry, 13.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll the dice again. I basically add 2 to that. I got 15.
15. Okay. Now the guy who initiated the game is going to look at his dice, pick up another one, roll it, and he seems okay with what he got. And then it moves on back to the young kid, who immediately picks up another dice, again without hesitation. He rolls it, and then he looks pretty content with the result, and he kind of starts to smirk, and then it's back to you.
Ooh. Hey, we only live once. I'm gonna roll again. I rolled a 1, so I'm at.
Alright.
Yep, so I'm at 6. No, yeah, I'm at 16 now. I'm
All
slowly edging my. That's too risky.
The guy
This is terrible.
The guy who started the game kind of looks around. What kind of vibe are you giving off, Val?
Like kind of the poker face vibe.
Poker face? Okay. As a
Yeah,
he would,
yeah,
he'd
so
look at the, he'd look at the
I'm
kid
biting my lip.
and kind of looks at his dice, eyeballs it, and then rolls. And he keeps a straight face and scrapes his die along with the others. And then it is back to the young kid who forgoes his turn, and it is your turn, Val.
So I'm at 16 now. It's a risky roll. I guess I'm gonna have to figure. I guess I'm gonna have to try again. And Lady Luck is on my side. So that is. Okay, so I had 15, right?
You had 16, right?
16. Oh, then I have 21 because I just rolled a 5.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, so I basically I smirk. Not too bad, and I keep that face.
And with that, everyone reveals their dice. You see both of the chubby man and the initiator busted. Well, the kid got 20, which means you won. So you gain the 8 silver pot. You guys probably play a few more rounds. You stay pretty much with the amount of gold you had. You gain some, lose some, and eventually you guys do reach this town. It's not as much of a town as you would have expected from what you heard. Looking around, it's only about maybe a little over a dozen buildings, just fairly small, quaint little cottages. There seems to be a kind of rickety tavern. It's all set up on the side of a thick, slow-moving river, and the river has just a whole bunch of docks all over it, with people fishing. There's boats and nets everywhere. Interestingly enough, there seems to be almost 100 people just bustling about the town, going about their business. And you go on.
I would like to take a deep breath of the kind of very rivery air and just very much enjoy the scenery, and even the hustle and bustle is kind of nice compared to the quiet of the caravan generally.
Yeah, you hear the clucking of chickens, and maybe even a pig here or there. Some people have some animals and some pens in the backyard. There's a couple gardens here or there, nothing huge.
Does anyone
seems to be
appear to be magical?
Make a perception check.
That's 13.
13? Okay. You don't see anyone that might be magical, but you do notice, there is a young girl, maybe 15, standing by, outside one of the houses, leaning up against it, kind of nervously eyeing the town. And as she kind of sees you guys come up, she has kind of an expression of shock and pity. I'm
gonna move my horse saunter on over, excuse me, miss? Hello?
Yeah, so the wagons pass you by as you kind of stop. Hello, mister.
What's with the look, if I may ask?
Not here.
Alright, I kind of hop off my horse. Look, I'm not trying to pick a fight, I'm just curious. Not everyone gives us that look.
Well, I mean, you'll see in a second, I suppose. And from up ahead, you hear a shout as the wagons come to a halt.
Fuck.
Val, it seems the bridge that went over the river, which you guys need to cross, has been completely shattered.
Oh.
This is a thick river, which means you guys would have to backtrack, which would undo about a week's worth of travel, and add the 2 days on top of that to going around the forest. And you simply do not have the time for that. The people kind of in charge up at the front immediately go up to the bridge and kind of start trying to figure out what's going on, while some of the others start talking to locals who basically explain that you might overhear there was a flood recently which caused the bridge to shatter and break, which has now prevented locals from being able to cross over.
Can I go to the middle of the crowd? Excuse me, everybody. I try to get as much of the
you just kind of
attention.
shove people aside. You're trying to get the whole village's attention?
If I can. I can use thaumaturgy. Doing excuse me, like really, excuse me.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, thank you, sir. My specialty. I don't even care that's an 8, because that's plus 9, 17.
17? Okay. Yeah, the people kind of quiet down and look at you. Some of the guys in charge up front kind of give you a glare, specifically the one of the dwarven paladins.
I didn't realize they were also talking. I was going to try to convince them to help us, like, just build across, because I have a plus 9 to persuasion. How about this? I'm going to activate my channel divinity. Give me another plus 5 bonus to charisma as an emissary of peace, as I radiate an actual aura of basically charisma and peacefulness. And I like to go to the crowd. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. I just would you guys mind helping us kind of just get across? Like maybe quickly find a way to like build rafts or a quick bridge or even another area path. Anything?
Everett kind of looks at you for a second, and then an old man with a cane and a pair of spectacles speaks up. We haven't had the supplies to repair that bridge, I'm afraid. Simply not funded enough. We're a simple fishing town.
Well, what level is our would any of our paladins have, like, because if they're fairly high level, they should have create supplies, I think, or like whatever that spell is that creates like stone, like food.
They kind of, the paladins look at each other. None of them seem to be familiar with that.
I got a question for you. How high up is that bridge?
The bridge covers.
How long and how wide?
It is a long river. It's like not the Mississippi level, but like it's maybe a couple 100 feet across. And this bridge, the gap is at least maybe 150 feet.
Ooh, that's not something that's gonna be built in a day.
How about this?
Not,
is there enough supplies to make flotation devices for our wagons? We don't need much. Just enough to.
You might be able to scrounge something up.
Yes, we can use like foliage from the trees and create flotation devices. Just enough to get us across. Can we get your help with that, please?
What about all your horses? We have wagons and supplies as well. What are we meant to do with them?
Float across
as people kind of start milling about, looking confused, you see the young girl from before kind of part through the crowd and make eye contact with you and shake her head.
Can I help you?
As soon as you address her, she immediately shrinks back into the crowd.
Did anyone see her? That woman? Never mind.
That's Carrie.
So what? Why?
That's Michael's sister, I think. He lives in that house over there. He points to just one of the houses.
Interesting.
At this point, you kind of started to lose the attention of the crowd as people start to separate and try to figure out what to do. Townspeople go back about their day, and some of the paladins start arguing.
I'm gonna go check out that man.
What is Val doing at the moment?
Val is trying to figure out something that can work with his spells and everything like that. So far, he's just staying quiet, watching, trying to think of a plan. So he's pretty much just pondering, just looking at the situation. Do we have like a necessary, like, is there a map that can show us? I'm gonna ask for a map. Does anyone here have a map?
One of the villagers looks up at you. It is a middle-aged man. He's carrying a fishing pole over his shoulder and a bucket full of fish. We haven't really ever had the need for one of them. Everyone kind of knows where everything is. If you're looking for something in particular, I could help you find it. You're welcome to stay, of course. I don't know how long your party will need to wait here.
For shits and gigs, can I cast Divine?
Yeah, what does that do?
Allows me to basically detect good and evil, so until my next turn, I can sense everything within 60 feet, with all, like, the people in the crowd.
What's it called?
Divine Sense is a paladin feature.
How fucking dare you?
I apologize for trying to help.
Helpfulness? I don't like it.
In my house? Motherfucker.
In my house? My kitchen? When the stove's running? Don't like.
My tea is currently boiling, you fuck.
I haven't attended my tea. Like, it's spilling over.
Look at
now
it.
I'm double
It's
that.
a mess.
It's a spilling mess, yes.
As you cast this, you feel kind of just a general menacing aura coming from everywhere around you.
Whew, that's uncomfortable. Uncomfy. I'd like to go back to me just approaching that house again.
Which house?
The one of the man's sister.
Okay. Yeah. Back to you, Val. The man, he offers you to tell you where everything is if you need it.
No one here has a map of some sort? Just
I
word of
mean,
mouth?
as I said before, there's only about a dozen buildings here, so we have no need for one. Yeah, I'd be happy to help you find something if you need it.
Does the river thin out anywhere north or south of our point right here?
It might do a little bit south of the village. Not by much, but you can certainly go have a look.
Not by much. It doesn't seem like much of my time to well use of my time to go check it out.
I'm truly sorry. We have rowboats. I don't know how much that will help you. It seems your superiors are figuring something out. I don't know if it's my place really. To be honest, we don't get visitors often anyway.
This seems like somewhere that probably is this kind of like off a beaten path? I'm guessing.
It is. Rarely
Okay.
do people travel through this forest.
Okay, sir. Well, I do appreciate your help, and you take care. I'll guess I'll talk to my higher ups and kind of figure it out with them. If there's nothing more you can kind of give me as a hint or an option to kind of go over this river.
Sorry. We do have enough to feed. We can certainly feed you guys. And with that, he kind of turns around and signs off.
Well then, okay. Then I'm gonna kind of go to the group that's kind of trying to figure it out. So I'm
at this point they kind of turn and address everyone. As you see, Corvin Vegas, he's a human. You might know him as the man who lost his sister to a bunch of lizard folk. And he kind of addresses the crowd and goes, everyone, we're going to be staying the night here. We will make camp just outside of town, and tomorrow we'll figure out what we're going to do. Me and my companions are going to have to make some plans. We may decide to cross, or we might ultimately have to turn back. We can only hope that we still get there in time to provide the aid that is needed. Dismissed. And with that, there's some groans and grumbles from the wagons as they kind of start to turn around and make camp outside the village.
I'm just gonna help with the camp so far and kind of follow.
Okay, yeah. As you kind of begin to follow, you see a 15-year-old girl standing by the house, just kind of watching you guys, and she kind of waves you over as you guys make eye contact.
Yeah. What's up? How can I help you?
What?
What?
This is for Val at the moment.
Oh, I thought it was okay.
Okay, the
then
way you I'm sorry. Was that just me, Val, or did it sound like both of us?
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know who was like. Yeah,
you're
pause.
making your way over to the house at the moment, I believe.
Sorry, my apologies.
So,
I'm gonna approach the kid.
You guys are gonna.
Yes.
You guys are gonna end up like everyone else.
What does that even mean?
Brain dead.
Brain dead?
Don't talk so loud.
Oh, sorry. What do you mean brain dead? I
Look.
whisper it.
Follow me. And she starts walking a little bit south into the village.
Okay, I follow.
Okay, she guides you to a small house, a little cottage, with another one of the soldiers you recognize from before standing in front. He seems to be some kind of initiate to paladinhood. As Judas, you see the girl from before and Val approach, just as you're about to knock. Oh, it's you again.
Oh, you who distracted me. Hi.
Hi. Come inside. And she pulls a key from her belt and undoes the door.
Sweet. Has this still been 10 minutes? Oh, like within 10 minutes of speech?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm still radiating a very charismatic aura.
Alright. She leads you guys inside. It's a fairly simple house. It's only like 3 rooms, a bedroom, a kitchen, and then kind of just another like accessory room. And she leads you into the accessory room, which has a simple, like, shabby couch, and kind of just gestures for you guys to sit down. Okay.
I'll take a seat.
Listen, you need to tell the people in charge of your group that you guys need to turn around and get out of here as quickly as you can.
Why?
Well, I don't really know, to be honest, but people. Every time, well, first off, that bridge, it wasn't recent.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but something big has happened. That's very clear. Okay, what is it?
I don't know, but the people come through here and then they never leave.
Like, what, you just become brain dead and want to stay here?
Well, yeah, exactly, brain dead. And it's as if all they want to do is like fish all day. I don't know. They're just doing
fish doesn't sound that bad.
The necessary. No, but it's not normal. My brother, for example, my little brother, he's only 12. He used to be quite playful. We used to play all the time. There was this girl from the woods.
Yeah.
We'd come by and we'd have fun. Our parents made us stop seeing her eventually. Then my parents started. Well, they weren't around as often. They would spend all day out by the river, and then come back at night and feed us. I mean, we got our necessities, and then me and my brother would talk about how strange it was, and then my brother stopped being so. I mean, they're probably down there now, to be honest.
What do you mean, down to where?
At the docks.
Okay.
That's all they do, all day. That's all they care about. They're gone. Whoever they were, I don't know what happened. And you can see she kind of starting to tear up.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I'll look at you, Val. I like looking like I don't know how to handle emotions.
At this point, you hear a key jangle in the front door.
Oh fuck! Is it your boyfriend? Sorry.
As a young boy opens the door and kind of just runs in. He just simple black hair, freckles, pale, and he goes, "Hello, mister. Who's
Hey.
this? Oh, it's just friends, soldiers. I was giving them a snack. They were hungry.
Yes, we were very hungry.
Yes.
We've been traveling all day.
We asked for a bit of water and such. And she was so kind to us.
Okay. I need to grab another fishing pole. One of the lines broke.
Really? I hear the fishing's great here. In fact, would you mind maybe showing me down there?
Certainly. We're
Thank
really
you.
busy right now, but I could show you tonight.
I would love to, my lad.
Okay. I'll tell my daddy you'd like to have a tour.
Oh, well, thank you. I'd very much appreciate that.
Of course. And with that, he just goes upstairs. Or yeah, he goes in the other room.
Yeah, I could go for some fishing. Nudge
Don't you
Val.
see what I mean? Don't you see? That's not normal.
What?
It's not normally like that.
But what? So I'm just
Look,
curious. Why
before
do you
long-
decide what's normal? What if you just
Before long-
now
wait,
decided to like?
Just
fish?
wait. Before long, you'll notice the people around you spending more and more time in the village. In fact, that's all they want to do. They never want to leave the village. And then your superiors will say it's time to go, or maybe they won't because they'll be in on it. I don't understand it, but I'm afraid it's going to happen to me too.
How long have you been here for? Is this something you've been
I've
here
lived here
all
my
your
whole
life?
life. Yes, it wasn't weird like this until maybe a year ago, and we were only a small town. Only a few families here. Now there's over 100 of us.
I'm curious. Why is everyone getting affected before you? If you lived your
Not
whole life.
everyone's affected. Old Man Earl is still. I think he's still normal. There's
Where's
a few
Old
other
Man
people
Earl?
here. Oh, he just lives in the house next door. His
Might
wife died a few
stand
years
up.
back.
Val, if you want to talk to her, I'm gonna go check out Earl.
Okay, I'll just keep talking to her.
Well, yes, all right.
Thank you very much
At that
for
point,
the information,
the other
man.
the boy walks back in, this time holding the gun. Carrie, would you like to come down to the water with us? Mom and Dad says they need your help. That's all right. They didn't really give you much of a choice, Carrie. She kind of glances at you guys. Well, I suppose I must go.
I mean, we could tell them that you're aiding us and that you don't, you can't go.
No, they need you right now. There's a big school of fish coming by right now, and we need to get as many as we can to prepare for winter. Well, I suppose. She's just kind of glancing between you two.
I'm so sorry, lad. As a soldier, I'm gonna have to ask your sister. I'm gonna have to intervene and ask your sister to aid us. We need a local guide. But here, I pull out 5 gold to pay for any services rendered and to be able to buy more food for the winter.
For a second, you see a flash of pure, almost malevolent anger on the boy's face, but then it immediately fades, and he smiles again.
Fuck.
All right, mister. Thank you very much. I'll tell my parent. That's a generous donation, and he takes it from you and runs out the door.
I want to say me and him, like, I'm gonna look at you.
I'm looking at your ass. Like, whoa.
We're not gonna say a word. We're just gonna kind of reach our mind, like, did you fucking just see that? Like, that's the eye contact we're making right now.
I am scared, boy. I'm very scared.
Okay, Can
So,
we lock the door?
yeah, ma'am, I see what you're talking about now.
My father's not going to be happy that you did that.
Should you stay with us just in case?
I don't even know if that's the right choice.
He's not going to like that either.
I feel like I
You
just
shouldn't have done anything.
fucked
You
up.
shouldn't have said anything.
I
They don't
think we
like
should-
it. They don't like it when you go against their wishes. I don't know.
That was
They-
5
it's
whole
like-
gold, though. That was a lot of
It's
gold.
like a giant game of pretend, and none of them, and I'm not in on it.
Little girl, do me a favor. I think you should go, but we should reconvene a little bit later. Something to get him off our trail. I
Where-
think I'm
where am I
starting to
meant to
believe
go?
you. Just go to where your brother asked you to go with your father.
Okay.
Just for now. We'll reconvene after. Can we like pick a spot, like kind of a hidden spot, to meet her up again? Kind of talk to a little bit more as
Yes.
we kind of investigate.
You can. Behind my house, we have a pig pen. There's an outhouse behind that that you can't see behind it from the house. It's obscured. We could go there.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Do you agree? I think that's the safest choice. We don't want to cause any stirs here.
I'm not gonna lie. This shit. I'm kind of freaked out, man. I don't know what to do.
Okay. That sounds a better idea, don't you think, little girl? We'll reconvene in the pig pen.
I suppose. I could ask for them to give your gold back since I'm going.
Yes. Just say it was. Just say
as an accident.
We were very adamant, and that you insisted that you go, and we just let you go. And if they ask if we're doing something suspicious, just obviously you know what to say to them.
Okay. We'll be on one of the southernmost docks. Usually they're less busy.
Okay.
Okay.
If you need me. And with that, she kind of turns around and slowly walks out the door.
The moment
she holds it open for you guys to get out.
Oh fuck. Okay, fine. The moment we're out,
and then she closes it and walks off.
I'm grabbing you, dude. I'm grabbing you, Val. Like, yo, what the fuck was that? Did you see that kid's face?
Yes, I think we should talk normally without expressions in her face for now, as if we're trying to figure out how to get over the bridge and point. Let's continue playing pretend and follow along with them, but
at that point,
we need to get out of here.
You do notice there are several of the soldiers are heading into the shabby tavern you saw earlier, and a couple of the paladins are going around talking to the people, and one of them approaches you.
I'll take the paladins to Go Tavern.
Yeah, it is Flynn Soren. He's a half-elf. You would know he had lost his family a while back, and he's attempting to seek glory for them. And as he kind of walks up, he's fairly thin, wearing form-fitting armor, and he goes, "Hey, darling, how you doing?"
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good.
How you guys doing? I just wanted to make sure everyone's doing all right.
Yeah, we're chill. We're just talking to the local people, trying to figure out like what could have happened.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm just making sure everyone's doing. We need to make a good impression here, so try to be kind to everyone. Help out where you can. Don't get too drunk. And he kind of nods his head back at the tavern.
Right. Yeah, don't worry, sir. We're professionals.
Of course. We'll be camping out just outside of town. I believe you saw where everyone was going off to. So just head there, preferably before midnight. We don't need to be causing these people any extra burden. And I'll see you guys there.
All right.
Sounds good.
Aye.
And he kind of turns around and greets other various soldiers and comers.
Should I?
Yeah.
So Val, should I go and talk to like the paladins, and you go to the tavern, investigate a bit, and then we reconvene towards the docks, and that's a full like info loop?
Yeah, I agree to that.
All right, I'll go paladins. He goes tavern. If he needs me, I'll be listening in. But our goal is to meet back up towards the docks.
All right. So we'll go with Val first. Where'd you say you wanted to go?
For me, because I want to go into the tavern.
Okay. So you make your way over to the tavern. The tavern's not really that big. It's maybe the size of maybe like two the on the back of like two school buses. Just for like a modern day example. It's a fairly small building.
Oh, kind of like an old school diner kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like an old school diner, but it's absolutely packed at the moment with soldiers who have already discarded their armor and are just kind of just getting wasted. You see a young half elf behind the bar frantically pouring drinks as he kind of shouts to someone in the back to get more kegs from the basement.
I'm going to. Is there any like higher ups around me? Like someone like who is higher authority than I am? I mean, obviously I'm
None
kind
of
of
the
a grunt,
paladins
but
seem to be in here at the moment. You know that there's 5 paladins that are generally in charge.
okay, gotcha. Nowhere in sight. I am going to go. I'm gonna kind of find a group of the town folks and kind of join them and drink.
Okay, the town, yeah, so some of the town folk have kind of come in just to talk to the soldiers and hear tales from outside the forest that they've spent their whole lives in. There's one table that's mostly commoners and then a couple soldiers, and then there's a table that's entirely just commoners.
Yeah, I want to go to the one with basically all commoners.
Okay, yeah. It seems to be a bunch of men who have just they're still kind of wet from like the waist down as they apparently have been striding in the water, and they smell like fish, and they're all just kind of drinking, chatting. And as you come up, kind of one of them turns around, puts his elbow on the back of the chair, and looks at you. His large unibrow knotted together as he says, "This table's for residents."
I can see that. Hey, we're new here. I kind of want to mingle with you guys, see how everything goes here. It seems really nice, really laid back. I love fishing too, and figure you guys are really friendly.
Make a persuasion check.
No, I don't want guiding boat. Why did I click that?
You kill him.
No, yeah, no, I was swiping sideways and I clicked guiding boat. Persuasion, that is 9 plus 5, 14.
14? Okay. Sorry, big guy, but unless you're a fisherman, this table's not for you. And he kind of just turns around.
I'm gonna find somewhere close where I can listen in on them, like if there's like a bar stool, like across from them or something like that.
You could sit at the bar they're right up next to.
Yeah. I'm gonna start talking to people, but like I'm not really gonna cause more like a lot of conversation with them. Like I'm half-heartedly kind of talking, but mostly my ears are just kind of perked up to that table in particular.
Yeah. So as you listen in, they seem to be talking about catches. One of them goes like, I caught a trout the other day. I swear it was 2 feet long. Ridiculous, 2 feet long. I swear. And one of them goes, that's nothing. The other day, I had a bass, largemouth. It was bigger than I was. Yeah. They seem to just kind of be bantering about it. They talk about that for about 10 minutes. You want to keep listening in?
Probably for another 5 minutes to see if once they're done, kind of like, if it's gonna continue being about fishing for another 5 minutes, I kind of probably just move on. But I'm just trying to pick up on any little clue from them. Okay.
As they keep talking, eventually the man you talked to earlier kind of goes, all right, so, well, I'm glad you guys have been having fun. Now about our hobbies. We should head back to my place, get a few drinks, talk about
mic off.
The new job
mic on.
That just came in, new load. You know how it goes. And with that, they all kind of stand up and take their drinks to the bar and set them down. One of them kind of bumps into you as they set their drinks on the counter and just kind of start to leave the tavern.
I'm taking down notes because I'm thinking to myself, they haven't had supply, and a job came in, so I'm kind of suspicious of all that. So I'm going to take my notepad of everything I've written down about them talking about fishing. So to me, I think it's the water, and then also them kind of gathering at the house, drinking there somewhere in private where they're talking about something that came in. So I'm gonna take that notes, and I'm pretty much just gonna drink just lightly, and then kind of, not to make it seem like I'm following them. Wait till they leave for a bit, maybe take like 5-10 minutes, and then kind of leave it as well.
Okay, and we'll move over to Judas as that's happening. So Judas, you just finished talking to Flynn. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, this is definitely very, very realistic, as I actually have no idea what happened whatsoever. So I'm gonna walk over to the paladins, and at least one of the major ones are gonna excuse me, sir. Or
So
ma'am.
you walk up to Peter Nolbane. He's a human. He was known for defending his hometown from Knoll Raiders, or so he says. And as you walk up, it is a very top-heavy man, like he's constantly puffing out his chest. It's Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Does he
And as you walk up,
does he spit like Gaston?
Yeah. As you walk up, he kind of turns to you. Greetings. Remind me what your name was, soldier.
Oh, hello. My name is Judas.
Nice to meet you, Judas.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you too. I put my hand out for a hearty handshake.
He shakes it very vigorously.
Whew.
Tell me, what can I do for you, Jadis?
Well, sir, I was curious what plans you guys had. It doesn't really appear that there's much supplies here going around, with the people and all that.
Well, Judy, to be honest, we haven't really decided. I
You
think
just
we
call
are
me
going
Judy?
to reconvene in tonight, have a more thorough meeting, kind of try to figure out what the situation is. But I assure you, we will get to that town in time to kick some no butt.
Hell yes, sir.
Which is my specialty. I ever tell you about the time I defended my hometown from an army of gnolls all by myself?
No.
Me and this sword, Betsy.
Actually, yes, you
Just-
did.
It was a dark, stormy night.
Sir,
The winds were
I'm
howling.
sorry,
Oh.
so sorry to interrupt you, but we should focus on trying to figure out a solution.
Of course. I believe we are currently in the process of doing so. You need not worry, young man.
Oh, well, sir, I hate to be an idle body. Hands with no goal is the devil's play tools,
Of course. I've slain many devils in my day. I would know very much about that. The
Oh
only
my god,
advice I
this
would
guy
have
is
for
so
you
fake,
is
isn't he?
to do your best to help the commoners. There's always something that they could need help with. Maybe fixing a broken fishing rod, or some heroic noble feat for you to do, while the rest of us take care of.
I'm already gonna start. Thank you, sir. So be walking away and
Of course.
going to someone else.
Nice to meet you, JD.
Nice to meet. Stop! Don't call me Judy.
Of course not, Janus.
Thank you.
And it kind of turns around and saunters off.
I'm gonna push that man into a river, I swear.
Right.
Who's the next paladin I can interact with?
You might see Grochkel Tarvit, the dwarf.
Howdy there, sir.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
speak in
actually
Dwarvish even.
standing over by the bridge, kind of scratching his beard as he looks at the wreckage.
I'll speak in Dwarvish. Hello, sir.
Your tongue should not grace this language.
Oh, I'll speak in
Dwarf.
common. I'll speak in common again. Sorry, I was just trying to be friendly.
It's best to remember that.
Yes, sir. I meant no offense.
That's some stunt you pulled back there.
I'm very persuasive, sir. That's kind of why they sent me.
Well, as persuasive as you are, you're not the leader here.
But that's why they sent me, sir. I'm the emissary.
I don't care why they sent you. They put me in charge. Put the paladins in charge.
I'm a paladin too, sir.
Now, you're no paladin yet, you're just an initiate.
Right, sir. Sorry, sir. what seems to be the situation, if I may ask? So, if there's any way I could help you.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck you. Only 22.
Okay, for the first time, he looks up at you kind of side-eyed and seems to think for a moment. Continues scratching his beard. You really want to help?
Yes, sir.
Then follow me. And he steps out onto the edge of the bridge, just to where it has broken. Watch your step. You see this? And he takes his axe out of the scabbard and taps the end of one of the support beams.
Oh.
See that? That was sawed. That was sawed off. He's at this point he's speaking in Dwarvish.
Okay.
This was not an accident. This was intentional. This was a ploy. I don't know why. Maybe they're working with the gnolls. But we're not supposed to pass here for some reason.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I don't actually know to speak Dwarvish. I only said hello.
You get all that?
Yep.
He says in common.
Yep. Fuck. I'm what they call passable, sir. Despacito. Could you slower, maybe?
This was sawed.
Oh, fuck.
Which means these people are either working with the gnolls or there's something else at play.
So that woman, the house I went to, she was the one that distracted me in the crowd, and why I wasn't able to kind of really pull them together. And she's telling me that there's something foul at play that is making us, or making people, like all humanoids who like kind of come through here, want to stay here and fish, and her family.
Gosh. We shouldn't be talking about this here.
I cast a message. How about now?
Well, that should work.
Cool.
He kind of looks a little bit caught off guard.
So, as I was saying, there's like a fishing, like almost like a curse that makes people want to fish. And I'm not gonna lie, while that sounds tempting, I don't know if I want to do that forever.
Curse.
Apparently, everyone here only wants to fish.
I can break curses.
You should try that. Like the little brother said that her parents wanted her to go, and I even offered five gold. Sir, do you know how much 5 gold is to like a normal person who is an adventurer? And that kid gave me a look as if he was gonna stab me, sir, as if I just committed a sin against God.
You told anyone else about this?
Only you, sir. I tried to tell Flint, but he's Flint. Or Trey.
Flynn.
Whoever the Gaston fucker.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah, Peter. Fuck that.
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, he really should not have been brought with us. The coward.
Agreed, sir. He seems to make up everything.
But no one else knows about this.
No, sir.
Okay, well, why don't you come see me in my tent tonight? We'll have a conversation.
Yes, sir. Thank you. For now, I'll go and investigate
it's
more.
It's the yellow tent with the brown straps.
Oh, thank you for that info, sir. I would have forgotten to ask for that. So I will go investigate and see if I can, without bringing up if I can bring up any info about it or legends.
As you turn around, you see Val exiting the tavern.
So I gotta go, sir, and I bow out, like very like, thank you, sir. Like
He continues just kind of staring at the bridge.
Hey Val! Oh shit! Hey Val!
Yes. Hey.
So, what happened?
You sound like you found out a few things too. I can hear it in your voice. Let me talk first.
Sure.
I've been taking on notes and listen. Like I try to sit down with the town folks, but they seem very push. They seem very push off it, offish. So I just started to listen in on them, and I think something's linking up to that water. But then I started listening to a little bit more. They decided to actually meet up at this guy's house, the guy that was rude to me, and they were talking about the fact that some new something came in, some goods, and they want to talk about it, but they haven't had shipment at all. So that worries me that I feel like maybe we're the shipment and the supplies.
That is weird.
They're meeting up at this guy's house. I don't know if we can try to track them down. I didn't want to seem like I was following them or put too much on our trail, but they're meeting at his house for drinks and everything. They came from a tavern. Why would... besides the point, it doesn't make sense to me. If there's been no shipment for a very long time, what shipment are they talking about that just arrived?
I'll tell you this, our superiors are useless. First off, Peter, pretty sure that dude does not know what's going on and will not ever know what's going on. However, the dwarf, that guy can break curses, so we got him as a tool. Just FYI.
I think we should tell him as much as we can, just so he avoids... I want everyone to avoid the water and avoid the town people as much as possible. I don't trust any of it. If everyone's fishing, something's really bringing them back over there over and over. It seems like a loop for them.
Right. So why don't you do this?
Are you guys having this conversation in the?
I'm like casting a message. If he's talking back to me out loud, cool. But I'm casting a message for myself.
Okay.
I'm thinking kind of like doing that one thing I told you about, like if pretending that I'm like. Obviously, I'm not trying to cause any attention.
If he casts message, you can talk back with message.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, perfect. Then we'll do it that way. So yeah, we're talking a message then.
Sweet. So here's my idea, Val, my new buddy. So here's the thing. I think you should go check out those guys, and if you're gonna start a fight, call me. But for now, I'm gonna go kind of try to case out the dwarf and see if he can break any kind of curses. Because if that can help, that means we'll be able to save these people too, and like round up some morale and support to find it. Not just like to help these people, but to get through. Because to me, that's the best case scenario.
Okay. If anything happens to me, I will shoot. I have a very unique spell. Just think of it as a firework. If you see something blow up in the midair or hear it, go to that location. That's where I'll be. I'll be in trouble. Consider that.
Got you. And if I need you, I'm gonna scream. I guess I will yell really loud. I will be like but louder.
Sounds good.
Sweet. So I'm gonna start kind of backing up, give you finger guns, and start walking away. And if you like that video and like to see more content, please drop a like and subscribe to Wolfer28, or give us a follow and a rating on both Spotify and iTunes as Bardic Logs. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you next time.